Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Racco Strength and Fitness podcast. Today, I want to be talking to you about a little bit of nutrition, specifically fat loss mistakes. So, the first part I'd like to focus on with you guys is focusing purely on calories in versus calories out and not the quality of foods. Now, ultimately, at the end of the day, it does come down to calories in versus calories out, right? You could eat a diet exclusively made up of McDonald's, and you could actually lose fat. Now, can it be done? Yes. Should it be done? Probably not. Kind of like the Three Little Pigs, right? You can make a house out of straw. Didn't really work out too well in the end. What I want you guys to focus mostly on is the quality of food that you're putting in your body, right? So if we are restricting the amount of food that we're eating day to day because we want to reduce the amount of calories that we're ingesting, we want to make sure that the foods we eat are the highest quality foods that we could possibly put in our body. I know there's a lot of terms thrown around like superfoods, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a big fan of the superfood label. I think it kind of leads people to believe that they do more than they're actually capable of. I mean, it's food, all right? It's not like running faster than a speeding bullet, leaping, buildings. But these superfoods, they do have a lot of nutritional value, okay? We're looking for foods that are high in nutrients, good dietary fats. Believe it or not, guys, fats are good for you. You need them. They protect your internal organs. They're good for brain health. Don't be afraid of things with fat in them, all right? That goes for carbs too. I'll get to that a little bit later in the video. But again, fats, carbs, not our enemy. Okay? Another thing that we need to be mindful of is, added calories during the day. All right. Are we drinking extra calories? Adding extra calories via, side choices. All right. French fries, salad, mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts. These choices are going to add up throughout the day. All right. So again, stuff like a salad or Brussels sprouts might have more nutritional value and less caloric intake than the mashed potatoes or French fries or whatever. Also, guys, be aware of empty calorie. Not that I actually believe calories are empty, because all calories provide energy, and your body needs energy for, everything. But again, it's more, are you getting the proper nutrition, per those calories? Look, I enjoy a craft beer. Is it nutritionally valuable? No. Is it delicious? Yes. So you want to find some sort of a balance with those two things. The next point I want to make is eating less and less to lose more and more. Tying it into what I said before, do you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose body fat? Yes. Do you need to continue to cut your caloric intake to lose more and more and more body fat? No. Ultimately, you do not want to be starving yourself to lose the fat that you want to lose. Guys, I know I said this in previous videos. I'll say it in this video. I will say it, in future videos. Everything that we're doing here is long term, all right? You guys have to think of this as more of a marathon as opposed to a sprint. We are not going to lose 5, 10, 20, 30 pounds, in that amount of time. And I know how daunting that sounds, and I understand if that's frustrating. But I guarantee you guys, it is the healthiest way to go about this. Because if we cut to the point where we're basically eating like soup and a crouton, that's when we get into those roller coaster type, lose a bunch of weight, gain a bunch of weight, back and forth. Because it's consuming that little amount of calories is not sustainable long term. And that's what we want to try to build. We need to try to build sustainable habits for the rest of our lives, so we're not roller coastering through weight losses and peaks and losses and peaks. We want to be able to nice and steady maintain a consistent amount of fat loss to the point where we can maintain it and we stay at a healthy fat percentage. When it comes to nutrition, it is long term. All right, that's what we want to do, and it doesn't mean you have to cut out your favorite things. I love pizza. I have it probably once a week, once every other week. Do I eat the whole pie? I try not to. Could I? Yes. But look, if you like an Oreo, have an Oreo. Like, it's not the end of the world. Moving on, neglecting strength training. All right, now I told you guys this was my bias. I'm always going to tie this back in. But people think, well, I need to lose fat. I need to do cardio. Yes, cardio can definitely help. However, and this might be a strange metaphor, but I want you to think of cardio kind of as the icing on the cake, so to speak. Yes, I realize the irony of that. Cardio should not be the end-all, be-all when it comes to your fat loss. Think of it as building, that brick house from the Three Little Pigs. Okay, we need to build a foundation. That's where the strength aspect comes in, all right? Strength builds muscle, more calorie burn, increases your metabolism, whereas with extended amounts of cardio, your body just wants to get light, all right? It's not necessarily going to target body fat, especially if we're trying to get light as fast as possible. So now you've also reduced your metabolism. So, God forbid you get hurt, or, most people don't necessarily like running, so now you stop running. You're not burning off a bunch of calories throughout the day, and now your metabolism's lower. So what's going to happen? If you don't change your eating habits, your caloric intake is still exactly the same, but you're burning off less calories because your metabolism's lower. That weight's going to come back, and it's going to come back fast. Build a foundation of strength. Increase your muscle, increase your metabolism, and then sprinkle on cardiovascular training as the shingles, or the roofing, or the icing on the metaphorical cake. All right, guys, this is a big one. I'll look directly into the camera here. Carbs do not make you fat. Carbs do not make you fat. Now, too many carbs will make you fat. Too much anything will make you fat. Carbs are very important, especially if you want to be strength training and you want to build muscle and you want to, perform well in the gym and succeed and do all these things and work and play with your kids. You're going to need carbs, guys. You will. Are there different diets that cut out carbs? Sure. Is it specifically because of the cutting carbs that you're losing body fat? No. So I'm going to focus on two different diets just so, I'm not singling anyone out. But keto diet, right? High fat, low carb, pretty much anything. Egg diet ends up being low carb. It's not because of the low carb that you're losing body fat. It's not magic. Guys, what it does is it forces you into, a caloric deficit. What are most sides to foods, right? You go to a restaurant, you get a side of rice. You go to a restaurant, you get a side of pasta. You get bread. What are most snacks that people eat? They're on the TV, eat some pretzels, bag of chips. All you're doing is cutting out calories. That's it. The other diet that I'll talk about very briefly, intermittent fasting. Guys, this is called skipping breakfast. It's been done for God knows how long. It's, oh my God, I woke up after my alarm. I have to get my kids on the bus and take them to school and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm at work and, it's lunchtime and I didn't eat. Someone slapped a name on it and it's just like, hey, this is a new diet. What happens when we skip breakfast? We eat less throughout the day, which means we're in a caloric deficit, which means we're probably going to lose fat. It's really kind of it. Focus on, proper food, proper nutrition. But don't be afraid of carbohydrates, guys. Don't be afraid of different foods. They're not making you fat. Another point I want to focus on, guys, and this one is a killer. And some of us, a lot of us, don't even notice it's happening. Liquid calories. Guys, we could have the best diet. I apologize. The best nutrition. See, I catch myself sometimes. The best nutrition. And if we're consuming an extra 500 to 1,000 to whatever more calories just through what we drink, it's going to undo all the good work that we did. Be mindful, guys. Gatorade, milk, juice, beer. It adds up, and fast. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys to cut out everything that you like. If you like, a beer, if you like milk, if you like juice, have some, a little bit. Easy thing to do, guys, is drink water. And I know some people don't necessarily like water. They say it tastes weird, which is always weird to me because I'm pretty sure water doesn't have a taste. But yeah, flavor water. Find something that you can drink without adding extra calories to your daily caloric intake. Last section, guys, and this is the killer. I mean, to all goals. Impatience. I mean, we are in a society where I want what I want now, yesterday, like, too late. Again, and I know I'm being a broken record here, but it doesn't work that way. Nothing really that is good works that way. Impatience kills our goals. And it is the hardest part of this, and I understand. I do. You're great for a week. You step on that scale and, lost a pound. Lost nothing. You gained weight. All right. There are so many different factors that could factor into that. But again, it comes down to being patient, guys. Remember, we want to do this for the long haul. We want to set you up to be healthy for the rest of your life. Not just tomorrow, not just a week from now, for the rest of your life. If you like what you saw, give it a like, give it a share, subscribe to the channel. That's all for me, guys. All right? Be safe, be healthy, and remember, grab the bull by the tusks.